Hey everybody, Christine here to make a wine and dollies video. This will be my 6th wine and dollies video in this series. Today I'm going to be having one of my favorite wines, and it's called a Roscato wine, which is a sweet wine, and it is very good. So in my video today I'm going to be talking mostly about risky doll photography. But before I get there, as usual, I like to show off what dolls I've been working on. And I've only done one face up in the past 2 weeks since my last wine and dollies video, so I'm going to show you that. Now this is my doll in mind Larina with half open eyes. This is not going to be her permanent wig, but I had this one lying around and I thought it sort of matched her face up, so this is the one she's wearing for now. Hopefully it's showing up. I have a wig that I am commissioning from Moderately Vivid. I asked for it about a month ago, so I kind of already knew what I wanted, and that's why I did this face up with a lot of pink, because the wig is going to be like a maroon and pinkish colored wig. So that'll be coming hopefully soon. Then she'll be complete. And then I wanted to show you guys 2 other dolls that I kind of changed the look of, even though I had already shown these face-ups in a previous video. So here are these 2 dolls. This one is my Dollies Lawn, and this wig was made by Recent Obsession, and it is an alpaca wig. So I literally had a completely different look for this doll, and decided to change her fashion sense thanks to this beautiful wig. I love it. Hopefully it's showing up because she has her head down. Hold on. Here we go. Much better. And I got another alpaca wig from, oops, oh, there she goes. From the same person. And this one is pastel colors to go with my one and only pastel doll. So here's what she looks like, and it is a very pretty wig. I actually want to get more alpaca wigs because even though they're more expensive than, you know, my Monique wigs, which are the ones that I usually get, they're so beautiful, and I just love the color changes. I don't really want all my dolls to have the same color wigs, which most of them end up being either blonde or brown or black hair, because that's what they have most of, you know? So yeah. Now, to go on to the things I wanted to talk about in this video. So, real quick, I went to 2 places. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I wanted to get out more with my dolls. The first place that I went to was Cermak Park, which is about, I don't know, 30-40 minute drive from where I am right now. And then I went to the Bristol Renaissance Fair yesterday. So, at these 2 locations, I was with my husband, and I was able to, you know, have him hold things instead of just leaving them on the floor and all that. But what I found the biggest issue with was other people being in the areas that I wanted to take pictures in. So at the Cermak Park location, there weren't a lot of people there, but I wanted to take a picture next to a lake. And there were like these 3 rocks that were mostly sunk into the water, but like a little piece of them was sticking out. And they were like kind of jagged, so they weren't, you know, flat and nice. So I ended up not taking a picture there because I was afraid that my doll would end up falling in the lake and then she would get dirty, and I don't really know how to restring. So thankfully I did build up the courage to take a picture on a log that was in the lake, and it was much closer to where I could reach it. And I took a picture of my YoSD doll on the log, and it came out very pretty, but there was a very strong wind, and I was really afraid that my doll was going to fall inside the lake. So to me that was very risky, but it felt nice. You know, the reward was worth trying to take that kind of picture. When I have looked at pictures on Instagram, I see people who have really great photography skills, and some of them take pictures of their dolls like in lakes, in water, on swings next to a lake, on huge rocks. Mish, really? Stop. On all kinds of things that make me think, wow, that doll could have fallen. That was really risky. But, you know, they managed to do it, and their pictures look beautiful. So, I mean, I want to do things like that, but I'm afraid. So, like, how do you guys handle that kind of stuff? Because I started off the hobby by just taking pictures in my house, and, you know, like, the backgrounds wouldn't look nice, and they were kind of messy looking and not very professional at all. And it's bad enough I take my pictures with my phone, so they're already not professional. But I've been trying to get out more often because the pictures that I take when my dolls are outside look so much nicer, and the lighting is better, so you can actually see the doll and the background and everything else perfectly. So let me know what you think about that, or what you guys do to make your photography really awesome. So at the Renaissance Festival, or the Renaissance Fair, when I brought my doll there were obviously tons and tons of people, but nobody really cared that I had a doll, and I'm sure people looked, but I didn't notice. There were too many people. The thing that I had issues with was trying to get photographs in places where there weren't like a billion people. So I did at one point go near a couple, and I was taking a picture in a fountain that didn't have any water, and I was like, excuse me, I'm gonna be taking pictures of this doll. And the guy was like, oh yeah, that Bratz doll needs a picture. And I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna correct that. It's fine, it's a Bratz doll today. At least he didn't call it a Barbie doll, right? But anyway, so I didn't really talk to anybody about any of my doll photography or anything like that. I did ask some people to take a picture of me with my doll, or with me and my doll, and that was kind of cool. But overall, the experience was great. I liked bringing my doll, but it, you know, there were a couple spots where I thought for sure my doll was going to end up falling into something or falling over, and I wouldn't be able to get her. And that was a little scary, but I managed, and I got some nice pictures. There was one spot that I wish that I would have been able to take a picture of my doll, but it was like a child's playground area, and they had, I guess, like a little hobbit's home that was about, I would say, 3 feet tall, and had like a really small slide, so you can tell it was for like very young kids. But it looked like a hobbit's home, and it had a door and everything, and everything was like, I would say, SD sized. My doll that I brought was an MSD size, but still it would have looked really cool, you know, to have a door that's like semi the size of my doll. And the reason I didn't take pictures there were because there were so many children, and I mean young kids, like probably 3-4 years old. And to me, that was scarier than putting my doll on top of a ledge, or on top of a bunch of rocks, or next to a lake. Because I really can't, I can't know how a child will act when they see my doll. So I didn't take a picture there, but I wish that I had. If only there was a chance for me to go back. But yeah, so if you guys have had any really risky photography sessions with your dolls, let me know about them and how they went. Maybe it'll make me feel better, and then I might actually try a little harder to take some risky photography with my dolls. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Do you hear my dog in the background? I think he needs to go for a walk or something, because he's being a pain. Are you done, Reno? Anyway, oh yeah, so I am gonna have to start working again tomorrow. The school year begins early for my school, and I'm probably not gonna have as much time to do face-ups and videos and all that cool stuff anymore. So I really wanted to make this video, in case it's gonna be a while before I do my next wine and dollies, you know, at least I have one out of the way. But I did get my hair cut because, you know, I'm going back to work tomorrow and I want to look semi-presentable. I actually hadn't cut my hair for 2 years. So when they were cutting my hair, I had asked them to only take 2 inches off the bottom. But they told me I needed more like 5 inches off the bottom. So as they were showing me like how much they had to cut, in my head, I was like, is that enough to make a doll wig? Because if it is, maybe I should ask for that hair. But I didn't, because I thought it was kind of embarrassing. So I let it fall on the floor, and it's just gonna go in the garbage. But there are some people that I've seen use human hair for their dolls, and I've always been really intrigued by it, especially if I was going to be making like a mini me or something like that. If it had the same exact hair color as me, that would be kind of cool. I don't have any dolls that are supposed to be like me or anything like that, although I do have one that I consider my daughter. I say daughter, you know, like this because she doesn't, you know, I don't have a daughter, so yeah. But anyway, anything else? Oh yeah, so I've only ordered one other doll since my last video a few weeks ago. I ordered a Fairyland Minifee Maya, which is one of the new dolls that just came out. I put her on layaway, and this will be the first doll that I've ever ordered where I actually asked for the sleeping head so that I can kind of, you know, do photography where it looks like my doll is asleep or something. So that'll be kind of cool, because I see people who make photography with the sleeping heads, and I think they look so pretty, you know, like if they're just laying there like this or something, it looks nice. So I figured I'll ask for the sleeping head, and then I'll have two different expressions for the same doll. But I think that's it for this video, and please let me know in the comments section about, you know, your risky doll photography, because I do actually really want to know. Maybe you guys have some ideas that I don't have. Thank you for watching. And there are pictures coming up from my, I don't know, excursions.